Hi everybody, good morning. Yesterday was a new room was released the incident response processes. Practice the NIST Incident Response Lifecycle step on compromise Windows workstation. This is good room because yes, it is too much reading on it, but the good part also they have a good nice lab to show you the steps when you receive, for example, report of an incident, the steps of done detection. It's like a real small CTF, how to analyze a report or something. So it's a free room, so more test in the lab later on, but guys, you can read all of it, so it's not there is a prerequisite, not really. You can understand if you're familiar a little bit with Windows, so but it's good to have this room is intended for level 2 SOC. Yeah, if you're familiar with a bit of Windows, you don't have too much complex here because you can get the idea basically. Of course, the incident response, of course, the life cycle of NIST, for example. Detection, where is the first one? This is the post preparation, is when you start detecting something. After detecting, you start containment, eradication, recovery. So there is the NIST incident, and there is, who's the other one? The sun. I don't think most people use the NIST, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, the NIST preparation, establishing and maintaining an incident response capability, detection, analysis, containment, eradication, recovery. Of course, this is the limiting the incident impact, eliminating the threat, and restoring normal reparation. This is when you start identify and the scope and all of that. The sun is different, so in this room is more about the NIST. The mindset, of course, we are usually called one to action in the middle of second phase of NIST. Basically, it detection and analysis is where things start going south, so you need to have strong mind and all of that. So threat hunter, incident response, all of that. So if you go quickly, so you can go to the lab. What is the phase, the NIST incident response? Usually your response in the second phase, because that's where your job start, detection analysis. That's where they call you. And then here we go straight in the scenario. So you have a colleague. This is how the SOC team has engaged us. A user contact the IT team reporting that his laptop start acting up and become very slow. So your key things to say is slow, so you can hear such maybe there's something around it. So you get an idea, you need to check process and all of that. Everything he said was working fine. User couldn't pinpoint exactly what was doing. But usually that's what happened. You usually don't know. They will not really tell you exactly what I did wrong. So because most of the time they don't know. They click something they don't remember when they click that link. IT has checked the machine source and found the CPU. So we have problem with the CPU usage is insanely high. Now the SOC team has verified that no alert was raised by the SIEM or EDR. So this is again a bit. It can be strange, but sometimes it happens. The only abnormal is that we haven't faced some outbound connection, the perimeter firewall from a workstation. These an IP, the local machine is connected to external IP. The connection occur every second and all have the same destination IP. And the connection was not blocked by the firewall. So this one also it's a red flag why the firewall is not blocking it. So basically now I like when it is Windows machine. I use X3, so we can usually go straight to. I use X3 RDP to connect to Windows machine when I deal with Windows. So this is Edge in the computer. I see the command. Now we can start. Usually it's like the same one. If you start, if I start this machine like in CTF, usually you go straight to check your users. Admin, usually the normal user, and can show if anything they download, and you can say there's an invoice. That's if you are in CTF. Usually to do these things, you check the download. Usually there's the also you can go to view because there's the hidden folders. Usually the that's this one also is interesting to look at. This is because we log in as user, the download folder, your document, whatever is inside. If you follow let's start with analysis. The detection. The detection subs that deeply depend on the previous preparation step. Usually you have IDR or things like that. The analysis sub-step, when an IRT actually come into action, keeping in mind two goals highlighted in the previous task. We start analysis by connecting to the machine. We did that. Now we need to identify the threat. As soon as we connect to the machine, we can easily verify that the user and IT team have reported. And okay, now we need to check, because remember you talk about the CPU in Windows. If we go there, we can just go to start task manager. If we start task manager now, you are too slow. This is what I already opened the browser, the Edge, and about Windows command. So this is mine. If you go more detail here, and then let's see, background process, this one always it comes straight. Usually this ROM it's easy, that's why they select strange name, but usually Threat Hunter, they will select a name that is closer to Windows processes, so you can't notice them. So this one is clearly, and also it give you, this is give itself, is 50% of the CPU usage. So here's one, you can see who are you. So you can go property. The first thing, if you look now in property, it's the red flag usually is this. Any Windows process, they don't run from temporary folders. So this one, it tell you there is something so not right. So if we came here to the user, so we said an updater in the local local temporary and to, then we have these things is not supposed to be, so it's 12 meg. So we have this, so this will tell you this is suspicious. Where are you? If we click go to detail, that's how, if we go to detail, we can see, and we see the process is 4656 and the user there, and we have the memory is almost half meg, and the CPU is 50%, is very high. So basically this is the part of this the room. We did this, and then we can check what's happening using netstart minus AOFN. So if I go to no, this is my netstart minus what? I can copy straight. That's why I like with using the RDP, so it's easy for me to just copy and paste. And now we have the process name, we have the process from task manager. We can see this one 4656 in mine, in your computer maybe is not that. 4656. So if let's start find. Let's start. Did the process change? 4656. Oh no, because it's thick. No. Well, the first time I couldn't find it. So you can see this machine 10.10.178. This is the IP machine of this is if config. No, not it's not Linux. IP config, our machine is 10.10.178, so this our machine is connecting to this IP in this port. So this is the IP that they talk about. So he's talking to an external IP. So we got that. So of course what we do, this combination of IP and port is used for indicator of compromise, IOC, when you write a report. So for example, we can immediately block this IP in our firewall or EDR, and then search for in IP in organization network traffic, log, and okay, if there is other machine to use this, and feed the IC and monitoring rule to SIM, because now if you have an IP, you can just put in our SIM. So if other machine are having the same compromise, they automatically the SIM or a firewall can block them. Now identify the infected vector. Here of course we need to start searching how this happens. So now we need to investigate how this original happened. So of course now user usually, as I said, when you came here, you can we can find it in this, where is it hiding. As I said, in room, like when you start investigation, you can send download. Of course here, how is downloaded, the email, or for example someone downloads the browser. In this case they tell us we can go to search. Now this is edge. Now the edge is just a edge / download all. I can just copy that. That's what's good about this and then we can just if I go there from this to this is an image, it looks normal, but this was downloaded. The first that gave this is this IP where you download from is strange, so it's not like a company. Normally if someone said you download stuff like that, you don't download from this strange IP. Then we have this name DOCM. DOCM, it means it's a macro. So here's the red flag, would give us an idea. So now you can say, oh, let's see. So we click show in folder. Of course, in Vim we can just open it, because in real life you don't just open it in the same computer. You copy it and take it to analyze it. So now if we go there, let it wait. Also I download this, that's why I use this RDP. Hold on a minute. It open. For example, if you open it like that, look fine. It said to download request TryHackMe. Usually that's how it starts. But for you, we're looking what's hidden. This is just that's for that we need to go to, I think, view macros, and then we have there, we can click edit, and then we have what we're looking for and what is really the story is there. We can so if we look here, this it's VB. I'm not really VB, I never wrote code VB, but the room explain here the code. Declare three variable of type string, the same three variable are assigned values. So basically they said you can read it, but it's not necessary. Even if you don't know Vim, if you don't any programming language, you can guess what is this. So wherever this might be, it looks strange, but you can guess this is the name of that file. Basically he said that this one select that because if the user open the first time the invoice, it run the executable, download and run it. So it doesn't, if you open it again, you don't need to download as a second time. So it do first check if it exists or not, and then create a variable. The first variable of course is where you download it from, where you want to save it, and then the command you use. Now they're using this certitude is usually Windows trusted command used from Nigerian certificate and certificate authority database. Is part of Windows certificate services. This is very interesting, of stealthy download. That's why it's been used. Pre-installed Windows utility, trusted by default and often allowed through security measure. This method avoids the need to additional tools, and that's why the file may be detected. So if you follow the where are you? Don't close this. And then of course now the after is download and execute the binary. Now we need a persistent. Persistent, as you know, is always go to register. If you go to registry editor, yes, the key, you can see where he's getting it in this run compose. If I go there, and you can see it's already there. If you open there, you can see it was added update local temporary. So this is the persistence of the of this app. Next, so don't send, done. This is Windows, doesn't want to give us free stuff. So basically you can see when you open a Windows, it's red. You don't need programming to understand because it's straight explanatory. So it's download and then make persistent with the key. So we already know what happened. One way also I did, I said I use this one because I can do copy to my computer using drive share. I download both of them. I download the executable and I upload it to VirusTotal. So I uploaded the doc, the invoice, and I uploaded the executable. So if the invoice is already, if you go now, like for example, if you are in real life, also one thing you can do is, for example, if I own a machine, I can just say cd update local temporary 2, and I can just say cert because usually sometimes if when you find binaries or things like that, I can just say and then I say md5, and then I can just copy and go to VirusTotal and check if this someone else uploaded, and then to analyze it. So in my case, I already don't upload it because I downloaded it to my computer. They said I have a share folder in there, so I download both of them. So for example, if you go to the invoice in VirusTotal, after it said code inside, the macro defined, so he was able to detect it. You see the executable and the registry key, and then on all of that. CrowdStrike, it's also macro exhibit several malicious intent. So we already have it there. So if you go to just search about it and I think I need to put the hashes to find it. And then I'll put the link for these things. Then we have matches Sierra role VB project, and all of them detected. So if I go to detail here, creation time is 16. I upload it now, so it's me who upload it. Microsoft Word docs, and then it tell you relation. So it tell you 10 bundle file. Let's open that one quickly, and then behavior. TryHackMe is here, Windows root, and then we have the IP, and we have the invoice, and we have the memory pattern IP. If we go here, what's this new things? It's this is in any case, it's not for you don't just to confuse, just to tell you exactly what's happening here. The executable file, it seems, because it's not really, I think TryHackMe just using a demo one to increase the memory. I think that's all. So that's why it doesn't really detect it as very dangerous here. It doesn't really give. If you go, for example, to another website, I usually use hybrid analysis. That file, the executable will tell you there's no issue with it, because I think it's a test just to do the proof of concept, just to increase the memory, the process And then for the document that have macro, you can see they all tell you. If we go to the report now, crowd site detected, it's all macros. I will put a link if someone wants to read more about it. And you can see it's already, he can tell us, for example, what we've been doing, because this one it's already, for example, it already did analyze it for us. You see what we've been doing in the machine. This you see share trace file is analyze it for us. So you can see all the analysis of that was done online, and then it tell you use the certitil IP United States PED5 the IP. Let's see what IP we got to confirm. The IP was 4533. This one, what exactly found? Connected host, so it's different when it depend when it's run. I'm not sure exactly, but in any case, let's not go deeper because it's more. If you want to go deeper, there's other rooms for that. But it didn't detect. As I said, this one just I think TryHackMe use it as a demo. It's not really dangerous. So that's it. So for now, let's try if we can answer the question. Oh no, we then the next thing was yeah, we did the certitil run registry key. We did all of them. So what is the name of the process active in the attached VM? We already got it because we already have it is this one. We can copy straight from here. What is the combination IP port C2? In our connection in our machine, we got the connection is this one. Let me check what the virus total is. Yeah, it's a freezing now. He said memory pattern IP. Why doesn't give us the same IP? Sorry guys. I'm not sure, is it a test or something? Why the same IP is not connected to? Does this one give us found domain string? He analyzed IP 172.236.124 found in the string. Oh, where he downloaded from. Oh, this one is where it download, because we're analyzing this. We're not analyzing this where it connect after it analyze. I'm not sure why. Oh, it's malicious. Let's see if he was able to run it. He found it malicious. Network port, oh, that's the IP 453 port 422. So he was able to detect it. So this one is malicious, so we cool about that, so we don't get confused there. Then what is the name of the document contain the malicious macro? Of course, the document we talk about it is the one that we download, is this one. Then what is the website which the miner was download? Of course we got it. This one is part of the macros. Is downloaded from this one. Control C. Sorry, what is the utility that the macro leverage to download the malware? Of course we've been talking about it. Is this, that's how it was downloaded, because if you go here it used the certitil, this one. These sites are good to have sometimes if you don't have installed tools for forensic in your computer. Of course, now after you do the analyze, the next phase, no, after you get what exactly going on, the next quick phase to do is not like you keep looking at it, like, so we need to, before we do that, let me quickly finish the question, because it's part of the whole thing. Which folder should we navigate? Of course, now we know this where the original is taken, because we've been in the folder. This is the folder also. No, this is download folder. Remember we said it was in the app data. We found it in the local and app, not an app. Temp to this, where is it? And then we know there, because if you go to this one, property, we can find this. That's where it is. So we can copy this now before we shut it down. Now, of course, now after you got it, so basically the first thing, eradication and recovery. So now remember that as an incident response, we also need to compile a report containing all the detail of an active we are taking before deleting any artifact from the machine. Remember to keep track of file name, folder, and detail you encountered. That's why, for example, you can also for example, I have a copy of these files. I did no, this is my computer. I have the SHA, for example, to that. I can also go to CD download. I can do the same things to add it in my report. What's the name of the MD5? What? In any case, this is, we done all this. Let me close it. Why is said the can't access process? This Windows sometimes is really funny with me. Huh. In any case, I don't know what's wrong with Windows. You need to close it. That's new. So we have the hash file if you want to have a report and all of that. As I said, we came here, we can see it was added in the registry with the string value of default app, and this one gives us the answer to you can see the name. They make it simpler so you don't think about it, so it's like a way to trick you. Now, of course, after you got all of this, the first thing you can do is of course we can go to task manager. We can fix our problem by doing cancel. I can go to this, stop this too much resource in the machine. I can go there and I can find the process that I'm having problem. I can just say end task, so you have there. I can say recovery. So to view the compromise key, we will select delete, right click, select delete. Of course we can, because this is run when the machines, and that's why whenever you do a CTF, you come to this key run and run once, and like for example run once, also run once is empty, so it's not in run once, so we have in run folder. Then we can delete this. Of course, after you copy all of what you need before you delete a schedule, you need to have you can delete, so you can click the machine, but you need to have a record, save them somewhere. You can also come after you make the report, don't just delete before you do all the report. Now we did that. Then maybe we can go to our trash folder. Where are you, trash folder? This Windows sometimes it confuse me. and then recycle bin, empty recycle bin. So you're in theory, we suppose we done, we clean the machine. Our computer now, look, it's only 11%. We can close these things and we can say we did clean the machine. Of course, the next phase after you do this, closing the cycle, post-incident activities. The post-phase incident response lifecycle is critical step to focus in learning. Basically, is incident response plan, what you do after. Now, after we got the IP, because we know, for example, what IP is connecting to. This one, where we got that IP. We can add, for example, this IP to our firewall to block it in case other machines are connecting or something like that. Implementing a solution able to detect this kind of crypto mining in this case, enforce web browsing control, raise awareness, discuss approach, implementing policies. So with the goal of effective preparation phase, develop an incident response plan so this you don't have the same issue in the future. Yeah, this was a nice room. I will put a link for this in case anyone interested. Let me close before it froze my machine. I will put the value, you can search for them. So if you want to read more about the report of these things, because I already upload them, so you don't need to upload them yourself. Okay guys, hope you like it. Please like and share, help the channel. Thank you very much and have a good day.